Hi Leo, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This, Leo, is your love reading for the month of November. I'm going to draw 6 cards initially. I'll tell you what each represents and then we'll see what's coming toward you in the month of November. I've already shuffled, I've already meditated, etc. And as you can see, Tiny is here sleeping. So let's get started, my darlings. Okay, Leos, my darlings, let us get started. These are your clarifiers. I'll know when they, and as is that, I'll know when they want to, in fact, I'll put that underneath because that's a clarifier, isn't it? I'll know when they want to come out, okay? Let's get started. The card in this position is your overall energy or focus for the month of November when it comes to love. And that card is the Emperor, my darling. Card number 4 in the Major Arcana. It's related to the sign of Aries. Okay, the number 4. So the number 4 is an energy of really, it's an energy of strength, solidity. It's an energy of structures, structures in life, structures in society, structures in your life and in your world. And the Emperor is about being in control, having authority over your existence, really, over the type of, the way that you live in your relationship, having authority over that, having authority over yourself, really. There's a wisdom with the Emperor energy. And for those people that follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, Key Wisdom Tarot, I did a post all about the number 4s a few weeks or months ago now, but I talked about how the Emperor is self-aware also. The Emperor is self-aware of his own shortcomings, feelings, emotions, experiences, and that's what really gives the Emperor the strength to be so confident. So this is saying to you this month, your overall energy is about understanding your own shortcomings, perspectives. We all have shortcomings, but you know what I mean. Understanding your own weaknesses, or understanding who you are, really, so that that's where your confidence comes from. That's where your authority comes from. If you stand in your own personal power, like if you understand your own experiences and if you understand why you structure the life the way that you do, it's about having that authority, that awareness this month, that clarity, that understanding. Okay. Let's have a look at the next, and obviously in love. Okay. Let's have a look at the getting a bit excitable. The energies here. Let's have a look at your next card, okay? Okay, this is about what or who you could encounter or experience in the month of November, and that's the lovers. So fabulous, darling. That's nice, isn't it? So if it's a who, it's a Gemini. That's the easy part. If it's a what, there are 2 answers. Okay, it could be lovers. It could be your lover, your partner. This is what or who you could encounter. So you could encounter a new relationship, new love, new feelings of love for somebody in your relationship, etc. Whatever. This is also a card of understanding basically the similar energies that I said, with the Emperor. It's about achieving balance and harmony is the number 6. And we only achieve balance and harmony if we, again, show that awareness of our past experiences when it comes to relationships and their impact upon us. You know, that is, and also recognizing that those past experiences, those past relationships have benefit us, make us stronger, no matter how awful or terrible they were. If we can accept them, we can overcome them. We can recognize that they give us something, that we learn something about ourselves, about the nature of the universe from our commitments and our relationships. Okay, so it's threefold. But yeah, for some of you, potentially there's a relationship or new love coming toward you. This is the next card for the Lovers card. We've got the Queen of Swords, which is not the card. Anyway, we've got the Queen of Swords. So the Queen is a feminine energy, and that's about your intuition, your insight, your emotions. It's about the feminine aspect of them. It's about understanding those things. Okay, it's about recognizing those things, accepting those things, embracing those things. The sword energy is about our thoughts, our minds, our clarity, our communication, our consciousness, and our truth. This is not a card of action, though. This is a card of you understanding those things. As I said, what you feel about a person, what you think about a person, what you think about that relationship, how you feel about that relationship, being receptive and being open to acknowledging those experiences and acknowledging the wisdom that those experiences brought you, no matter how difficult or challenging that they were, as I said. Okay, so that's really the energy of the Queen of Swords. So remember that the cards in this position are about what or who you may encounter or experience in the month of November. And if it is a new person coming in, again, be the boss and be truthful. You know, be honest. Okay, yeah, it's a long time since I've been in a relationship. You know, you can think this. You don't have to say this to that person. It's a long time since I've been in a relationship, and, you know, this new person's come into my life, this new Gemini, very beautiful and sexy. I want to date them, blah, 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 whatever. You've got your imagination, darling. It's Scorpio season, so go crazy. No. Anyway, but you must be honest with yourself. Like, okay, it's been a long time since I've been in a relationship. You know, last time it was really hard for me. That relationship really hurt me really badly, and, you know, I've got to realize that I'm in a different place now. I'm a different person now. I've learned from that now, etc. So that's those two energies combined. Okay. So next you've got your I got excited then. Your perspective or past. Okay. So where you're coming from, basically. Fabulous card. This is Leo. This is the card of the season. This is the card of Scorpio season. The death card is related to Scorpio, and it's about transformation and it's about change. So as I literally just said about 3 seconds ago, you've been through a lot, but you're different now. You've changed now, and yeah, a new situation is going to arise now this month. A new relationship potentially, a new level of commitment potentially for some of you. And you've got to realize and remember that you are transformed, you are changed. You've been through that change already. You've been through the ending of a past relationship or whatever it was, or the hurt caused by that. And this is clarifying this, isn't it? So look at that. I mean, the similarity sometimes, these two are like literally going toward each other, right? They're walking towards each other. And this is from the past, though. So this could be suggestive of something coming back in from the past, you know, or you thinking back to the past, you thinking back to the changes that you've made, you know, being very passionate about that, being very passionate about the fact that you've made those changes and that you've done the work. The death card is about transformations, and it's about really, again, that awareness of what's beneath the surface, because it's because it's Scorpio's energy and it's water. That awareness about what's beneath the surface, and about an awareness that, you know, there's a do you know, I was thinking about the death card earlier, actually. I was spending some time with the energies, as I always say I was doing, and I was thinking about how really the death card is about, it's a process. that you go through as soon as you begin to realise that something's not right, that something needs to change. As soon as you sort of have that moment of clarity that this is not right, this situation needs to change, this relationship needs to end, even if you literally do nothing else, you don't end your relationship, you stay in the job, whatever it is, you don't say that to anybody, the process has already started for the end of that relationship. Do you know what I mean? That's what death is. It's that transformation. But the outside being transformed comes after the inside being transformed. So it's that process, that the stages of really allowing you to recognize that something's end, something's changed, something, you don't want this anymore. That thought happens in your mind. The process then goes on in your soul, in your spirit, in your subconscious. The process of death, of changing, of this transformation goes on within you. And then the actions that you take change, okay? So this is maybe suggesting the fact that these two cards are together, these two energies together, that maybe that's a process that you've rushed. Maybe some of you, this is from the past, remember these two energies. So maybe that's a process that you rushed. Maybe you think that you rushed that process. Maybe you think, actually, am I really over that person? You know, am I really truly over them? Have I really truly let that go? This might be the type of questions that you're asking yourself. But this is the past, actually. And maybe this month, because you get this new person coming in, you start to see that, you start to realise that, this one wants to come out as well. You start to see that, you start to realise that, you start to recognise that this month. You know, maybe the new lover coming into your life, this is the thing that really, once and for all, helps you to see that you are different and that things have really changed and transformed, okay? Fabulous. Because I'm happy that came out, because energetically, for me, the world card leads on after the death card. Now, these cards both mean transformation, but when I said to you about, you have the thought, and then that, even if nothing happens outside of you for weeks and weeks and weeks, the process has already happened. The death is already occurring. The changes are already going on within you, spiritually, subconsciously, blah, blah, blah. This, though, is literally you now seeing that. This is you saying, oh my gosh, things actually are different. I actually have changed. Things have actually moved on. I'm not the same person that I was. I learned how I used to be, and now I understand that I don't need to be that way anymore. I can be more confident. So that's literally saying now that you're in a new world. You know, you now are different. And really, it's also indicating that something will arise this month that makes you that allows you to see the changes that you've made, allows you to see that you're different, allows you to see that you've actually really got over it. Because I think that maybe you did think, oh no, am I really over him? Am I really over her? Have I really let that go? You know, have I truly moved on? This month you're going to see once and for all the differences, the changes, okay? This card wants to come out as well. It's screaming at me, but I think it's linked to this. This card here is your love potential or love lesson for the month of November, my darlings. And we've got the Knight of Swords. Oh my gosh, you so need to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I did a post about the Knight of Swords, and it's on the community section actually on here. I did a post about one about him about the energy a few weeks ago, and I basically talk a lot about I can feel it. I didn't like it. I'm a Capricorn, darling. I like my feet on the ground and my head in the clouds. Not both my feet and head in the clouds. It's too disorientating. Hurtling downhill at full speed with no way of stopping towards success. That is the energy of the Knight of Swords. And that's what it says on the post. And that's true. It's the energy of the Knight of Swords, the speed at which this moves. And this is your love potential or love lesson for this month. So this is, again, the speed of moving quickly into something, feeling potentially overwhelmed, but not caring. I want to see what this one is now, because this is linked to that. You know, feeling potentially... Okay, I'm seeing you now. Take it back over in a second. Potentially you moving on, wanting to move on, feeling ready to move on. You're doing the right things. This is sword energy though, so again, your thoughts, your minds, but this is taking action on the things that you think, the things that you know, the things that you understand now. This is taking action on them, moving on them. So there's going to be different, you're going to be doing things differently. If you've been single for 20 years, you're going to start dating, for example. You're going to start going out on dates, meeting people, whatever. There's going to be a change, there's a shift in the energy here. It's because you're confident. There's a confidence, and that's good, which is fabulous, actually. There's a confidence, and that's really fabulous, and you're willing to move on it. And I think that sometimes you just have to go for it. You just have to see, okay, I am different. Let me put myself in that situation. Don't do anything that's, blooming dangerous. I mean, I wouldn't advise that. But or illegal. I wouldn't advise that either. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. But but this is really you wanting to go for it. You want to go for it, and it could mean also that an earth sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, is coming towards you, or you wanting to go toward them. But then we also have the Queen of Pentacles, which is, for those people that are mothers, for example. I don't know why that came to my head, but that's what's come into my head for this. For those people that are mothers, there might be a want to move quickly to find someone new, or someone comes into your life. If you're a mother, if you're a single mum, someone maybe comes into your life. Just don't, obviously it's your life, you do what you want, but remember that this is you. The strength. Remember what you've learned. Remember what you now know. Don't be behaving the same now in relationships, in a new relationship, that you behaved in the past. Even if you have been single for 20 years, don't behave the same way as you did in the past. Remember the things that you've learned. I get the feeling like this might be moving quickly into a relationship with somebody, it being that sort of whirlwind romance, and you two be living together by end of month. Do you know what I mean? Like, that happens for some people. I don't know who those people are, but it does happen. It does happen for some people. I believe in love at first sight, 100%, but it doesn't mean you should move them in. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you've got kids. I don't know. It's up to you, but I'm not giving you my opinion. It's not up to me to give you my opinion. This is what the cards are saying. So I'll just give you the cards and what they're saying. This is potentially moving quickly into a commitment with somebody, potentially an earth sign, maybe a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. That's basically what those energies represent, and that's potentially what could be coming towards you this month. Okay, this is going to be the challenge, or this is the challenge here, and the challenge is the strain of that. That's the thing, when we go fast and go hard into relationships, it can be difficult. But we've got the 10 of Wands here, okay, and this is the challenge. So there's good news and there's bad news. Okay, the good news is this is like the strain is over. The strain is almost over. You're at the end. You can't get any more tired. You can't get any more annoyed. You can't get any more worked up. You can't get any more ready for moving on. That's this energy. But it's, I should say, it's the wand energy as well, my darling. So that's related to, again, fire. Excuse me. Your element of fire. Again, which is and Mars, which is about movement, taking action. It's a masculine energy. So this is about the things that you've been taking action on, the things that you've been putting your energy into, the strain of those that you're feeling that. So maybe the speed at which a relationship moves might be quite challenging. There's a lot that we have to reconcile within ourselves when we get into a relationship, when we are in a commitment with somebody. There's a lot we have to look at ourselves and reflect on, or what we should do. And if you fast forward that process, that means that you're going through a lot very quickly in your mind and your thoughts and your spirit, spiritually. You're going through a lot emotionally. And it can be challenging, of course. This is your challenge. So it's good that it's in. This is good that this is your challenge, isn't it? The sheer effort, the sheer passion, like it's just too much. So as I said, the good news is it's something that you'll get over, if you will. You'll overcome. But there's two readings for this. It's number 10, isn't it? So number 1 is the beginning, but number 0 or 0 is the opportunity for the beginning, the opportunity for the new beginning, the opportunity to do something differently, the opportunity to move on from this, the opportunity to release, and you're the one who has to walk through the door. I mean, it's interesting because the World card is literally, it's not on number 10, but just bear with me. It's a number 3, but anyway, 21. But this is Janus, okay? It's not, but just imagine. Janus is like the god of excuse me, entrances and exits, okay? Thresholds, the door. The door being an entrance and an exit. January being the beginning of the year. The back of the last year and the beginning of the new year. And this is like the portal that you have to walk through. This is the thing that you have to step through. The door is there. This is the door. This is the door. Number 10, all the 10s, there are doors, but you've got to open them, you've got to walk through them, okay? So don't be repeating, if this is how you showed up in your previous relationships, don't be repeating it in this new one, in this brand new one, because you're a new person now. And it is good. We all change, we're all meant to change. Everything changes in life. We are meant to. Okay, so do not be the same as you were. Okay, final card. We've got the Devil card. Advice or how to achieve balance. Well, I mean, this is going to be like an advice. You can't see Tiny right now, but I can see him and he's licking his willy. All right, Tiny. Okay. Anyway, we've got the Devil card. So this is the advice, how to achieve balance. Look at this. I love it when this happens, when you get the 2 in the same reading. And then people can see how freakishly similar they are. But it's, I always love that because it's very interesting to me. This is both of us. This is you. You are both of these. I am both of these. We are all both of these. We all have the capacity for growth, for understanding. This is if Adam and Eve didn't eat the apple. That's what this is. This is what it would be like. I mean, energetically wise, you'd be tied somewhere. You'd be tied. You'd be committed to something that maybe you didn't even really fully understand what you were committed to. And this is, I don't think I need to say any more about that. I really don't think I need to say any more. I think I've said enough. I think I've said it enough. Be careful where you're making your commitments and recognise the things that are actually burdens to you. You could stay in the garden not knowing that you're naked, not knowing that there's anything wrong. You can stay there, or you can open your eyes and see who you are. Because isn't that important? Like, yeah, it's nice to just, be looked after, got a house, got a car, whatever, got money. Lovely, nice. You're lovely, yeah, great. But what about you? Are you happy? Who are you? What do you want? What drives you? What are you passionate about? That's the difference that the apple makes. Do not be enslaved by ease. Do not be enslaved because it's easy for you. Do not fall back into patterns. Recognise that you are the emperor. Recognise that you're the emperor because you have already gone through similar experiences, and those similar experiences have already taught you something. So don't fall back into a pattern of behaviour or into a situation that you're committed to, and you're blind, and you're not looking, and you're not recognising that it's a burden to you, that it's burdensome. Okay, this card energy also relates to codependency. So I can't be happy unless I can make this person happy, and vice versa. That's basically what codependency is. I can't be in a good mood unless this person is in a good mood, and I've made that person be in a good mood. That's codependency. So just be careful of that, okay? So some of you might be getting new relationships this month, and there's nothing, and even if this plays out exactly as it plays out, that's how it should play out. Don't feel like, oh, well, I can't. If you feel it, go for it, because you're going to learn something at the end of it anyway, okay? Be careful, be strong, be brave, recognize what you've learned, recognize who you are, okay? Take that energy, that beauty, that strength with you in the month of November, my darlings. I'll be putting out an additional love reading in the middle of November for you guys as well. Check that out. I'll also be putting out your general readings as well on alternative weeks as well, so check those out if you haven't already. Subscribe and click the bell for notifications so you can know as soon as the things come up and the videos come up. And obviously don't forget to like, to comment, and to share the content on here. And you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Key Wisdom Tarot. And how cute is my baby? I love him, my skin. Look how beautiful he is. Okay, Leo, thank you so much for being here. Take care, my lovelies. Bye.